What I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity, and really ready to grab.
And it's exciting. You know, Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, closer range, outside, and he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you.
Few fantasy fights in boxing stir as much passion as the idea of Floyd Mayweather Jr. facing Terence "Bud" Crawford. Both fighters stand as dominant symbols of their respective generations. Fans, analysts, and former champions have all jumped into the debate over who would come out on top if these two ever met inside the ropes. It's more than just a clash of styles, it's a battle of legacies. Mayweather's defensive genius and unbeaten precision against Crawford's adaptability and ruthless finishing ability.
One of the greatest. He's done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
The audience that don't know.
He is
Two-time
a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belt in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
And he beat the man. Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers because everything he said he was going to do,
He done it.
he did.
He actually pulled it off. Floyd Mayweather walked away from boxing with an immaculate 50-0 record, one of the most flawless legacies the sport has ever seen. Throughout his career, he conquered elite opponents across 5 different weight divisions. His unmatched skill to dismantle both heavy hitters and technical fighters became the stuff of legend.
Floyd Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He has never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Not because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where and when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the script. I mean, really, boxing is basically, and this is just the way it is, and I'm a huge boxing fan, and I make no apologies about it, but it is fans and networks essentially exploiting fighters. That's how it works. And we demand a level of dedication and risk-taking with your health that's insane, right? Like, someone's getting their head beaten every which way, and if you quit, you don't have heart. You can't be a great fighter, which is true, by the way. It's a blood sport. And usually fighters wind up broke and punch drunk. And Floyd Mayweather flipped the script. He said, no, I'm not going to let the game play me. I'm going to play the game.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford has methodically crafted one of the strongest resumes of this generation. He's become an undisputed champion in more than one weight class, proving time and again that he can adjust to any style in front of him. With his ability to switch stances, deliver explosive power, and outthink his opponents, Crawford has turned into a complete fighter. His reign at welterweight has pushed him into the pound-for-pound conversation, a space where only Mayweather's shadow still seems to linger. Many boxing experts and former pros haven't hesitated to share their views on how these two legends compare.
On Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game. And if he can be the man to defeat him, because remember, if Saul beats him, Terence Crawford was the first man to get all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions. Yes, I beat that champion. Yes, I beat the multiple division champion, and he had the...
Oscar De La Hoya, a man who once shared the ring with Floyd Mayweather, recently voiced his belief that Floyd still stands above the rest. He pointed to Mayweather's flawless record, elite precision, and unmatched technical skills as proof that he remains untouchable in any comparison. De La Hoya's take echoes what many from boxing's old school feel, that Mayweather's consistency and dominance at the highest level set him apart. Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez, who has fought both Mayweather and Crawford, stirred things up with a very different view. Canelo claimed that Crawford is actually better than Floyd, crediting his intelligence, adaptability, and the quality of his recent wins. Coming from someone who's been in the ring with both legends, Canelo's words hit with extra impact.
I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford. Not just because he beat me and it was a close fight, whatever, you know, or that I stepped in the ring with Mayweather, but I really feel that technically Mayweather's a better fighter.
You faced Mayweather, you were 23 years old, I believe?
23.
And
Just
again,
turned 23.
Yeah, you just turned 23. You didn't have a lot of seasoning. I know people will say, oh, he had a lot of fights. Well, you didn't have an amateur career. You started boxing at 15 as a pro,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you gave up the weight concession. You gave up the rehydration clause. And I always thought if you would have faced him, with some more seasoning, it would have gone differently.
He deserved the position in that moment because, Floyd Mayweather is one of the best fighters in the boxing history, and he deserved the position in that moment. I try to make history, and I try to put myself in the very top in that moment. But for some reason, doesn't happen, right? And yeah, like you say, if I had that fight with Miguel Angel Cotto first and all these kind of fights, and then fight Mayweather, maybe go in the different way. But we never gonna know. And I learned what from that fight, and like I say, things happen.
Shane Mosley, a seasoned veteran who once went the distance with Mayweather, leans in favor of Terence Crawford in this fantasy matchup. He believes Crawford's complete skill set and unpredictable offense make him the more dangerous fighter. Mosley acknowledged Mayweather's brilliance, but added that Crawford brings angles, pressure, and creativity that Floyd never had to face during his career.
Who you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford.
Shane Mosley has also made it clear that while he respects Crawford's complete skill set, he still sees Floyd Mayweather as a different kind of challenge. Mosley has repeatedly said that Mayweather's defensive genius and unmatched discipline make him one of the toughest puzzles any fighter could face in the ring.
I was surprised about his power. When you attack Floyd, he has a way of making you run into it and you feel the power, like a collision. But when you kind of box away from him, yes, he has power, but not like he does when you're trying to attack him. He's not weak, he's strong. Like I say, he trains hard and he does all the things you're supposed to do as a fighter or as a champion to be the best.
Mosley faced Mayweather back in 2010 and even stunned him in the second round. But after that brief moment, Floyd made quick adjustments, controlled the pace, and never gave Mosley another clear opening. That fight shaped Mosley's perspective. He admires Crawford's size, switch-hitting ability, and offensive creativity, but he also knows from experience that Mayweather's ability to neutralize an opponent's strengths is on another level.
Everybody talk about Shane Cardi, but what was the issue? Shane started hesitating. Why did Shane hesitate? Because he took the best shot and he stood there, held on tight, And on top of that, made Shane feel his strength. And came back out like nothing happened the previous round.
Right.
But still stone cold.
Right.
And then Shane ends up being the one hesitating, waiting, and the fight get away from him.
I'm saying Shane hit me with a hell of a shot.
Okay.
Actually, 2 shots.
Okay.
But even in that particular round, what I said to Shane was this. I was like,
You said something to him when you grabbed
I
him.
said, you gotta kill me.
Oh, shit. I wasn't ready, Floyd.
I said, that was a good one. I said, that was a good one, but you gotta kill me.
Wow.
I said, you gotta kill me. And then I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I meant it.
Andre Ward, Crawford's close friend and former champion, has also defended him vigorously against claims that his accomplishments don't measure up to Mayweather's. Ward emphasizes Crawford's adaptability, skill, and ability to dismantle elite opponents as proof that he belongs in the conversation.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots,
my favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud. Because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing. About basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So, skillful, yes. But this and this, it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it. But until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
Andre Ward has often praised Terence Crawford as the greatest fighter of this generation. Beyond their friendship, Ward believes Crawford's resume, dominance, and adaptability set him apart from everyone else in modern boxing. Following Crawford's decisive victory over Errol Spence Jr., Ward declared that Bud had truly earned his place as the top fighter of this era.